Hello, everybody. I know it's been a minute since I've posted on this channel. I've been meaning to post on here, but things just kept getting in the way. But now I finally have something to talk about. So first and foremost, I want to say I finished the book of Jeremiah. I finished Lamentations, and I'm up to Ezekiel now. I didn't want to keep reading into Ezekiel until I talk about Jeremiah and Lamentations first. So, yeah, this is what this video is going to be about. If you have not seen my previous videos before this, I will link in the and towards the end cards. So basically, I'm just going to talk about things that stick out to me in Jeremiah and Lamentations, what I felt like Jeremiah was about, what I felt like Lamentations was about. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk about Jeremiah first. So basically what I felt like what Jeremiah was about is the fact that, of course, the Most High used Jeremiah to warn people, say this and this is going to happen if you don't listen. And what happened? A lot of people in Jeremiah did not listen. Even when some of them was saved, some of them refused to listen, decided to go back to Egypt, when the Most High specifically said, don't go back to Egypt, because if you go back there, you either starve, get killed, or die, basically. So, basically what I'm getting from this is another book where the Most High has someone speaking for him, telling the people, hey, your ways are wrong, listen to me, do what I say, and everything will be okay, you'll be good. But these people refuse to listen to him and suffer the consequences. They listen to false prophets that's saying this and that, don't listen to Jeremiah, and then things happen to them. So I feel like I had a lot more notes, but I just don't know where they are. But I basically got from this that the Most High was giving them warning after warning, saying what he was going to do. Nobody believed. And they kept doing what they thought was correct, and thought Jeremiah was a false prophet, was telling lies, and not listening to him. Let's see. There's a thing in Lamentation that still stood out to me. Just trying to figure out which one was that. Okay, here we go. So Lamentations 5, chapter 5. So I read the Message version, so mine says 1 to 26 in the verses. It's how mine is put. So I'm reading most likely maybe like verse 1 to 5 possibly, or verse 1 to 3. But it says, remember God all we've been through, study or polite. I know that's totally wrong. The black mark we've made in history. Our precious land has been given to outsiders, our homes to strangers. Orphans we were, not a father in sight, and our mother no better than widows. We have to pay to drink our own water. It's just like today's world. We have to pay to drink our own water. And a lot of these waters that we drinking are not even good. Because I did some research. I've seen some videos where certain companies, their waters have too much chemicals or whatever. That's not good for us. And it's crazy because water was once free, literally. And then as years came along, people evolved. Now we have to pay for our own waters. Back then, we didn't have to pay for our own waters. But in Lamentations, it said, I guess in Lamentations is when it started, where people started to have to pay for their own waters. This is what happens when it's like when I mentioned in the other videos. I apologize for the noise, you guys. Every time I start recording, this always happens. Like, I don't know why, but yeah, like I said in the other video, because of us not listening to the Most High so much, at least our ancestors and stuff like that, He puts us in the hands of our enemies. Which means once we're in the hands of our enemies, at that point, you got to figure out how to get out of that situation. Yeah, you got to figure out how to get out of that. It's until then, because from what I'm seeing, from what I'm reading, it's like every time they suffer the consequence, that's when they finally realize, like, oh my gosh, that person was right. Oh my god, but by that time it's too late, you know? So a lot of times once I give warnings and people won't listen, and then that's when he's like, well, it's out of my hands. This gonna happen to you. Whatever happens. I ain't saving you. So this is what I'm getting from Lamentations. Because Lamentations was a short chapter. I was surprised. It was only 4 chapters. That's what I got from Lamentations. That's what I pretty much got from Jeremiah, is that you don't listen, you're going to get consequences that you're not going to like. If you end up living, you're going to starve. And then there's nothing at that point you can do. And then it's like in Lamentations right here. This is actually in the last chapter. It had said, this is like one of the last paragraphs. It says, bring us back to you, God. We're ready to come back. Give us a fresh start. As it is, you've cruelly disowned us. You've been so angry with us. What is happening to my voice? Oh my god. And then even above that, it says, your throne intact and internal. So why do you keep forgetting us? Why do you dump us and leave us like this? The Most High will continue doing that if you're not listening to me. When you have a true prophet, well, nowadays, you don't know if you have a true prophet nowadays, but if you actually take the time to read the Bible how it's supposed to be read, and actually follow the Most High's laws, the Most High, I believe, don't see everything. However, his angels do. His angels will look after you. If his angels see that you're doing actually really good, you're actually following the law and stuff like that, the angels will report it back to him. And the Most High will say, okay, keep on watching this person, protect this person, do this, do that. But if you're not listening, you're doing a whole bunch of stuff you're not supposed to be doing. I know not everybody's perfect, but once you know right from wrong, you know what's wrong, and you keep doing that, the Most High not gonna pay attention to you. He's gonna be like, well, this person never gonna learn. This person just wanna do what they wanna do. And it's just like in Jeremiah 32. It says, they refuse to listen. They refuse to be taught. Why they even set up absence God and goddess statues in a temple built in honor and outrageous discretion. So it's just like, I always felt like with Catholic churches especially, those statues that's there is not supposed to be there. That's against the Most High's laws. Those statues bring bad vibes, negative energy in. This is why I haven't been to church since 2019. I'm not Catholic. I wasn't Catholic, I was Christian, but I've been to a Catholic church before, and those statues always gave me not good energy. I didn't get no good vibes from those statues. So having statues is totally against the Most High's laws. I talked about this in my last video too. Even if you're a Christian, having anything having the cross stuff, because I've been to my cousin's churches before, and they have like the cross thing in their church. You're not supposed to have that. Literally says right here in Jeremiah 32, literally said it. And they talk about not having these stuff in other books too. But Jeremiah 32 is literally talking about that as well. So, and then it says right here. Oh my God. No, I lost it. Let me find it again. It says right here, and they went out and built shrines to the god Baal in valley of Hinnom, where they burned their children and sacrificed to the god Maleha. These names are difficult, I apologize. I can hardly convince of such evil, turning the whole country into a huge act of sin. Listen, as much as I love Vegas, Vegas is not called Sin City for no reason. There's so much shit that happens in Vegas. That's why they say anything happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Quote, Vegas is a sin city. Literally. Over here they're talking about a whole country being a huge act of sin. I love me Vegas. I love me some Vegas. It's nice over there. People are cool, but there's a lot of sin that happens there. And not just Vegas. There's a lot of sin that happens everywhere else. But some countries and states is more prone than others, you know. So right here even tells you the whole shrine thing, the whole another god thing. There's only one Most High. One. All these statues and gods and whatever, they're not real. Those are against Most High's laws. When I love me some Indian people. Don't get me wrong. I love Indian people. I love their music. I love their clothing. I love it. I watch Indian movies a lot growing up. But the statues they have, like the elephant, a lot of the statues are like animal heads and human bodies, kind of like Egyptians, where it's Anubis. You know, Anubis is like what, a dog's head with a human body. Those are against the Most High's laws. Those are active evil in the Most High's eyes. Like I said, I love Indians people. I love the music. I love the clothing. Same thing with Egypt, but they tend to do stuff that's against the Most High's laws and not realizing they're doing stuff that's against the Most High's laws. You know, like I wouldn't do like Hinduism culture, or not culture, religion, or whatever the Egyptians believe in, because it's against the Most High's law. So, but at the end of the day, you can always teach people what is the right thing. Having those statues, worshiping those statues aren't good. You think those statues are helping you or achieving what you want to achieve, they're not. And at the end of the day, don't always rely on the Most High to achieve what you want to achieve. You yourself have to work hard for you to achieve what you want to achieve in life. You can pray and all that stuff, ask for the Most High to give you the strength, help you do this, help you do this, but you gotta put in that effort to pass that test. You gotta put in the effort to get that job. The Most High is not gonna help you get that job. You need to work hard to get that job. Because the Most High don't like lazy people. The Most High wants you to work for it, earn it. You know, He's not gonna be there every step of the way and help you. You gotta do that. So just keep that in mind. Because there's some people that always rely on like, oh, if I pray, this is gonna happen. Sometimes it may happen. Sometimes a miracle may happen for you. Sometimes it may not. Sometimes you gotta work for that miracle to happen. Okay? And what else I want to talk about with you guys? So one thing in Jeremiah 29, it says, I'll rid the country of them through war and hunger and disease. They'll end up in slums, ghettos, ghettos because they wouldn't listen to a thing I said when I set my servant prophets preaching tirelessly and urgently. So it talks about a lot of like, okay, Most High's like, okay, these people are not listening to me. Well, they're gonna have 4 wars that's coming for them because they won't listen. So that's basically to sum up with Jeremiah and Lamentations, in my opinion. But if you have your thoughts and opinions down below of what y'all feel like the book of Jeremiah is about, because that's mostly what I'm getting from it when I read it, and especially with Lamentations too. But I'm always open to see your thoughts and opinions in the comment section as well. Like I said, I'm up to Ezekiel, so the next video might be me talking about Ezekiel, what stood out to me, what I think this and that means. So yeah, I want to cut this video here because I don't want to overdo it. I want to have more content for this channel. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give the video a like, comment, share, subscribe, and yeah, shalom.